It's Monday morning, third week November here, third week of deer season here in Maine, and been guiding for a couple weeks on my own today. We just got a dust and a snow in the night, so I'm going to try to film something. I didn't get a cameraman lined up because really wasn't calling for much snow, so we got enough to track on, about an inch here, but it started at 1 in the morning, and it just quit before daylight here. So I don't know about finding a track. I haven't even seen so much of doe track driving in, but I came back into this mountain. I thought maybe there'd be we got a little shot of it Saturday night in the high country, and I thought there might have been some here, but it doesn't look like there was. I think it's just last night's snow. So I'll make a big turn around this mountain, bound around the woods for a while, and see if I can cut a track here. So hopefully I can show you a little action today. Well, a couple miles into it here, and I've got up halfway up the mountain, and I'm staying on a contour there. There's some signposts along this contour. I just went by one signpost area, no tracks. Well, no buck tracks. I did see a doe and a lamb has been out dubbing around there, but I'm gonna check these signposts on this contour, because what I'm trying to do is catch one coming and going up onto the mountain there. So I'm gonna circle the mountain and see what happens there. But I just come down by one that I hadn't seen it before. It looks like it's going to be the makings of a signpost. Been rubbing it a few years, and I'll keep going. Like I said, I got probably 2 miles into it. A little bit more snow up here, but not much. Hopefully it stays cool. It's calm, quiet, and a little foggy up in here, but it's a good day. Kind of funny, I just walked away from that little signpost there, and was within sight of it. There's a small buck track heading right up on the mountain. I think it's only a yearling buck, but he come up by. It shows you they don't have to go to them signposts every time, but they go by pretty close to them usually. Funny. Went another 20-30 yards, and buck track's coming down, and this one's really fresh. It's in the snow, and it's damp underneath. Made a little rub here. Looks like more than the spike horn, but this looks of the rub. It ain't no big buck, but he stopped and shined her anyway. Coming around the edge still here, and you can see where they've been running. This edge has always been a trail here I've been hunting here 25 years probably, and there's an old signpost here from way back, and must be a really good one. He stopped and shined it, and ironically last year, this hadn't been hit for years and years, and buck hit it last year on the other side. I'm sure it's the same buck. Maybe he's gonna turn this back into his signpost, but I'll show you. It's a great big one. I'll show you where he rubbed this year and last year. Well, it's 10 o'clock now, and I've got probably, I don't know, 5 miles into it here. I have seen a fair amount of tracks, mostly does and the lambs, and a couple of small bucks, but I made my way off the mountain, across the ravine, and I'm over in on the side of another ridge is a place in here I call Signpost City. And it's on the edge of this ridge, and it's all wet seeps come out of it. And there's 3 or 4 good places where there's signposts up this ridge for probably a quarter of a mile. I just to come to one of them here, and I'm going up just above. There's 4 of them right together. I'm gonna go up there and have my sandwich, and then continue my circle down this ridge. Show you this signpost. I'll show you this cool spot here, so I'm gonna have my lunch. It's there's 4, I guess there's 4 signposts here, and then there's some other rubs. I'll walk you up through it in this kind of classic spot. Talk about the yellow grass associated with, the brown ash and the signpost. And it's right on the edge of a softwood ridge. It breaks out in the hardwoods on the other side, and that's just like them bucks like to travel, is them edges where they got a little cover. And that's where they make the signposts. I was hoping to pick up a track here on one of these today, but the snow's only been stopped for 4 or 5 hours, so they ain't had much time to lay down tracks, some old boys. But well, keep going. I'll show you the spot up here. There's a nice rub here, and then there's one the next one is like, it was kind of a signpost, and they let it go, and they're starting to rub it again. It's quite common. Scrape right here. A couple of them around here. If I was a sitter, I'd probably sit around here for a while. I think you spend enough days here, you'd kill a nice buck. I think every buck in the area must come through here sooner or later. And there's does right up on the ridge above, so really good spot. I'll eat my sandwich and see what happens and keep moving. I had my sandwich and I started down the ridge. There's a lot of green bluffs in here. Knobs and little ravines and a lot of blowdown and stuff. Good place for deer. And I get down in here and this deer track's going everywhere. It appears to be a buck chasing a doe around in here. It has been, you know. But I've been trying to figure out. I don't think it's a big buck. I think it might be like a medium-sized one, but I gotta kind of circle, see if I can get a walking track to really tell. I just been running, zigzagging back and forth in here, so cut a big circle here and see if I can figure it out. Well, I completed my circle there and come out the road and walk back to the truck. It's 12:30. I gotta go find another place. The ground's so warm, the snow's melting down low. And a little higher up, it's still staying okay. It's starting to spit a little snow, but no big ones running around there today. So I've got to go try something else this afternoon. Well, I never turned up a track that I liked today, so did a little exploring around, tried a couple other places and didn't pan out. So hopefully we get a little more snow to help things out. Tomorrow's another day.